Hello guys, welcome to Global Happenings. Today we have a trending news here for you, and the headline of the news reads: Kano APC strongly advises Governor Rufai to do this to Sanusi since he is his hero. All right, but before we continue with details of the news and further analysis, we'd like to encourage you, if you've not subscribed to the channel, just hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish videos. All right, let's look at the news in detail. The All Progressive Congress APC Kano State chapter yesterday asked Governor Nasser El-Rufai of Kaduna State to create a new emirate for the Dethrone Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sanusi II. El-Rufai had last week appointed Sanusi as the Chancellor of the Kaduna State University. Before then, he had, hours after the dethronement of the Emir, appointed him as Vice Chairman of the Board of the State Investment Promotion Agency, KADIPA. The governor crowned his support for Sanusi with a visit to Air in Nasarawa State, where the deposed Emir was banished. His visit coincided with a court order that freed the former emir from banishment. In a statement signed by the Deputy State Party Chairman, Alhaji Shehu Maigari, the party asked the governor to appoint the deposed emir as a traditional ruler of the new emirate. According to the award, they said, "Your Excellency Governor Nasser El-Rufai, this is somebody who worked against the success of APC, your dear state, coming out openly to criticize your mentor, Mr. President, with no concrete evidence or justification, but yet you have decided to treat him like a hero. Sir, APC Kano chapter is strongly advising you to create additional emirate in your state like New Kaduna Emirate Council, probably to start from Rigachikun to Kasuwa Magani, and install your hero there so that he can work effectively for his dear party PDP over there instead of giving him those ceremonial positions," they said. All right, and for me, that's quite a mawkish one. But let's first of all, before we go into analysis, look at certain things that Nigerians have to say about this. And the first person here, one Junkata, said, "North is preparing Sanusi to take over in 2023 under PDP. Sanusi stroke Obi ticket wins it for PDP against Tinubu stroke King Gibe ticket for APC. El-Rufai will become a PDP member before 2023. Quote me anywhere." And this one said, "Just they destroy Hausa land as they like." Another one says, "Fact for the first time. Anyway, I dedicate this to the Wellers and Asiwaju Tinubu, Jagabam of Africa. Go and die if you want to die. I don't see anything bad in what El-Rufai did, but I am having a feeling that it was in connection with 2023. Another one said, "Good, this is the best the short jihadists can do. Create new emirate for the pedophile Sanusi in Kaduna, or Southern Kaduna to be precise. Sanusi Lamido is in stage one of the 5 stages of humiliation he will go through before he finally goes 6 feet under the soil. Ex-staff of Oceanic Bank, Intercontinental Bank, PHB, Afri Bank, and others are cursing Sanusi every day and every night." That kind of course cannot work, because the truth of the matter is, when he had an opportunity of being the CBN governor, what the step he took was to see how he can protect the liquidity of Nigerians, because it would have just been that one of these days just wake up and one bank you've overly trusted like Oceanic Bank would have just maybe won up, and then you see people wailers everywhere crying and wailing what can be done to stop such from occurring. But when he came on board, I would like to say thumbs up to the former governor of CBN. He did so well, because when he stepped in, most of us had account in in Oceanic Bank. Some had in Continental Bank and the likes. So coming in to correct that mistake, creating at least a recapitalization base for all the banks was a good deal, so that in the event of their liquidation, at least there will be something reasonable to pay out to the people. So for me, no matter the costs you lay on him for doing the right thing, such costs will not work. That's just my personal suggestion. I'm going to read one other reaction, and this one said, Ganduje is really pained by the way Rufai rose to the defense of Sanusi. He didn't see it coming. He thought deposing him is enough, and that will be the end of Sanusi. There are multiple reactions by Nigerians in respect to these strong advice that have been offered to Rufai by the Kano APC. But then let's just look at giving you an update of what has been happening around Sanusi. Remember, he has already been freed, and right now he is in Lagos State. And if you are going through our feed, you will see one or two videos that we've done about what the Lagosians, mostly the Yorubas, the Southwesterners, are saying about his stay in Lagos. Some say he shouldn't make it a permanent place because they have a grand plan. The Fulanis actually have a grand plan of possibly creating an emirate there, Fulani emirate in Lagos State. And this morning I saw, I don't know if it's Photoshop, but actually there was this car with the poster of Sanusi as the president come 2023. But the platform is what we do not know, whether it's going to be on PDP platform or on APC platform. But far back, 2014, when he was still going through the process of becoming the Emir of Kano, when he was granted an interview by BBC, he openly told Nigerians that he doesn't have what it takes to be a politician, if not in any place in Nigeria, that he does not have what it takes to work as a politician, because you've got to get really messed up. You need to put your hand in shit, before you can really be considered a politician in African circles. So he said he doesn't have what it takes and that he will never be involved in politics. But looking at the reaction or what transpired between Kano State government, that's Ganduje, and Sanusi, you will see that it was a case of lack of understanding on the part of the two guys. Now, Emir Sanusi have these feelings that there are a lot of things that ought to be done that will correct some of the ills in the north, because if you walk into the north, you'll be surprised at the level of poverty that is there. Imagine the number of Almajiri children that are on the street. Imagine how careless they are over the issue of education. Imagine how many beggars are on the street. You'll be surprised to notice that nothing, really outstanding is happening there. Yeah, they have more opportunity to leadership than the Southerners or the Easterners, but yet it seems as if the money is revolving in the hands of few. So the way he's talking is to try to equip the people so that they will, take up their destinies in their hand and see how they can be exposed, and they can also not just developing their state but developing their individual person, so that tomorrow they can stand to defend their own state. I think that was all what he had in mind. As much as we have educated elites as their own governors and all of that, but what he's trying to say is that most of them enjoy having multiple people around them who are not even up to their standard. You know that what took you as far as being the governor of the state is the fact that you are really enlightened, you are educated. For example, Ganduje is not just an ordinary man. Far back 1993 was when he had his doctorate degree, in, I think, public administration or so. That was when he had it, just to show you that he knew the importance of education. He pursued it with all that he had. So now that you are in office, I think it would have been one of your topmost priority would have been to ensure you provide quality education for your own people, so that you can take them off that colonial mentality that they have to a strata where they will, be seen as a people that can grow beyond, that underdevelopment that the Northerners have been known for. If you go check out places, we have a lot of Islamic states, for example, go to Dubai and see the level of development. You'll be so amazed that that level of development, despite the fact that these guys also, they are Muslim. But down here, it's as if they have a particular mentality. So I think all what Sanusi was trying to do was that, and Rufai, looking at what he was doing, knew that, I mean, this is the right thing to do, despite the fact that he's doing it against my party member or party brother. But hey, what he is doing, I love the level of this guy intellect. I want him to work for me and all of that. But at the same time, as much as we are blaming Ganduje, what Sanusi did was actually not right. I feel there are certain things that must be discussed in closed door meetings. Having one-on-one meeting, preferring solution in front of other leaders that are there, letting him understand what can be done to solve some of the topmost issues that is facing Nigeria. But I know, aside from that, let's look at this issue of Nigerians talking about that very soon he's going to be going for 2023, presidential election that is going to come on a platform of either of the party, and some say it's going to come on the platform of PDP, and some say it's going to come on the platform of APC. Looking at this, for me, I do not see any possibility of him being a presidential aspirant, because number one, he is not even a member of any of those two political parties, both the ruling political party and the opposition political. That's, I'm talking about PDP, APC, and PDP. He's not. So even if they have to introduce him, there are a lot of people already on the queue. And those people they've paid their dues. For them, they believe that they are long overdue to be crowned with the position of a president. For example, even El Rufai had expressed interest at one time. There are other persons like this Southwestern guy, Jagabam, had also expressed his interest. So considering all of these, you will realize that the possibility of him being the president is very, very slim. The possibility of him being the president of Nigeria is very, very slim. For PDP already, I believe that focus is on how they can at least reward a man like Atiku Abubakar, who had for like one or two times now he's been trying to showcase himself, but yet has been denied the opportunity of being the president, and he has wasted a lot of money. So I still believe that he will still be the person that they will parade as the presidential aspirant. The possibility of him coming in is very slim. Apart from all of that, don't forget that Rufai had already made mention of the fact that the power, most of the Northerners, fairly recently, they've come to realize that these guys have really been cheated. Now the South, and most fingers are pointing to Southeast. And they have concluded that though it's not engrafted in the constitution of APC, but then ideally it will be reasonable for the South or the South to be given an opportunity. And when we talk about the South, if you look at the socio-political zone, you know that we have the Southeast, we have the South, and we have the Southwest. Southwest have been given that opportunity at the start of democracy in Nigeria, starting from 1999. It was Obasanjo that was on board then. Then for the South, at least Jonathan had been given an opportunity. But for the Southeast, they have not even tested the position of the vice president, talk less of the president. So right now, most people believe that the reason for their agitation, the reason for their strive to secede from Nigeria is the fact that they have been relegated to the background. And most people are of the opinion that they should be given an opportunity to serve in the capacity of a president. So even if they will have to consider somebody strange, away from the faces that we already know, like the likes of Bola Tinubu, like the likes of Rufai and all of that, the parties have already agreed it should go to the South. So there is no way this guy can come into, except he's going to play second fiddle. That's for him to be the vice president, which I think already there are long queues of people who will want to be in that position. So I doubt if that will be possible. But this suggestion that they have given to Rufai to create an emirate for him, for me, it's quite a mawkish one, and they just want him to realize that he is almost involving on what may be called extra or anti-party activity, which does not really augur well for the people. All right, but that's where we're going to leave it. Sanusi is currently in Lagos State, and the Lagosians are telling him, leave us sooner than now. Most people are even referring to the case of the bomb explosion as traceable to him, because number one, he just came into town and all of a sudden there's a bomb explosion. Maybe there's a plan of Fulani Hismen coming in and all of that. Some people say it was bomb explosion, but I know that when gas explodes, that's what you may likely see happen. All the same, that's where we're going to leave it. Go to our comment section and let us interact. Do you think that with the reaction of Kano APC against Rufai for supporting Sanusi, whom they believe has been working effectively for PDP by castigating Mr. President and also the Kano State Governor, do you think that this may fuel crisis against Rufai as one of the stalwarts of APC? Please, let's interact in our comment section. And don't forget also to subscribe to the channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime